College Writing Number 2, Sentences That Move, by Overlooked Tutorial Academy. Have you ever noticed how dry, stilted, and dead dog boring textbooks can be? Be honest now. Reread a few papers you have written. They are just as bad, I bet. The culprit is passive voice. It sounds, well, passive, flat, stilted, annoying. After you've fixed your verbs in College Writing Number 1, the next most important step is to make your sentences go somewhere. Here's another simple rule of good academic writing. Use active voice most of the time. Okay, so you forgot about voice entirely, haven't you? That was a point of grammar class that didn't seem all that important, even assuming any of it seemed so in 6th grade. Active voice. In a sentence written in the active voice, the subject of the sentence performs the action, and the direct object, if any, receives the action. Like these. Mary broke the plate. Ned threw the ball. The class decided to collect cans. Passive voice. Now, in a sentence written in the passive voice, the subject receives the action. Like these. The plate was broken by Mary. The ball was thrown by Ned. The decision to collect cans was made by the class. Same information, I grant you, but unnecessarily wordy, and somehow it sounds smarter? Or does it really? Passive voice is just mushier somehow. To write with academic authority, the active voice is your best friend. Have a look at these two sentences. Which in each pair moves? Which emphasizes what the subject did to create the outcome? Active. The senator insists that Congress must pass the crime bill. Or passive. It is insisted on by the senator that the crime bill must be passed by Congress. Or this pair. Active. Carpenters always knew that solid construction demands precise measurements. Or passive. It has always been known by carpenters that precise measurement is demanded by solid construction. See what I mean? Sentences built with active voice move from left to right the way they should. Seek and destroy missions. Finding the passive voice. To find your passive voice sentences, take a quick editing pass through your assignment and look for just two things. Number 1, prepositional phrases built with by. They bury the doer in a phrase and not as the subject of the sentence where it belongs. Move the subject to the beginning of the sentence. If the subject of the sentence is some ill-defined pronoun, use a general term such as researchers, or the study, or experts in this field. And now you've gotten rid of all of your passive voice, and I'm going to say, okay, do use passive voice in its place. There are sometimes good reasons to use the passive voice. Passive voice is a tool you can use to keep the focus on the action, not on the actor in a situation. Like this. After long debate, the proposal was endorsed by the Long Range Planning Committee. Or you can use passive to be tactful and not name the actor in a negative situation. The procedures were somehow misinterpreted. Use passive when the actor is just not important. Every year, thousands of people are diagnosed as having cancer. Or finally, Use the passive voice to give directions or orders. Visitors are not allowed after 9 p.m. Stick to active voice as much as possible. That way you sound like you know your subject matter, not like you're trying to increase your word count. Thanks for listening, and if you have any other questions or concerns, feel free to call us. Have a good day.